and there's a big discussion if Drake even have it in him to go against Kendrick.
He don't.
Nah, he does.
I do not feel
He
like
have
he
it
does.
in him, so he think. But
let me
Kendrick,
tell you, Drake is a very tactical person. Yeah, when you think it's stopped, it's done, it's over, Drake will hit you differently.
But when you mean that won't come next year then? So now
It
gonna come now.
It gonna come. It will come.
But you think
Drake
he gonna
is
come on the level that Kendrick delivered?
Definitely.
Probably. So what going on, guys?
What's up?
It's me, HadieLeonie.
And it's your girl JojoRenée.
It's your girl Toni Q.
Richy Stylez in the building.
And you are tuned into episode 30 of Bite the Bullet podcast.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we got a different setup. We got a little V going on.
First time we have 4 people on
And
the couches.
who's Richy Stylez and Toni Q?
Yeah.
Ladies first.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Toni Q is a co-host of the Morning Marathon show on the GLXY Radio with Richy Stylez, who is technically the star of our show. Go ahead, Richy Stylez. Tell us more.
That's how we
He
feel.
look like a star saying that he just cool.
Yeah,
Check it out.
chilling.
Cool.
I know who I am.
Well, okay. Since you put it that way, yeah, we do a morning marathon show on GLXY Radio. You guys should definitely check it out. Galaxy.radio. What else could I say?
It's a hip-hop centered show.
R&B,
Yeah.
from 6 a.m. straight to the 10.
From Monday to Friday.
That part.
And it's vibes, because they also vibes. Richie brought us flowers.
Yeah, he goes flowers literally.
I had to put that in there. Literally, I just setting up the studio, and then I had Jody. I'm like,
Who that?
Yeah.
and then I see flowers,
I was like,
and I
Jody
stopped.
gonna love it. Yeah.
Yeah, Hadie said I was gonna cry. She was right.
She was on point.
And
Yeah, I
then,
know, girl. I know she loves that.
but yeah, so to break the ice a little bit on the couch, we have our Would You Rathers.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
ready?
Yeah,
Should I be nervous?
a little bit.
Nah, it's not.
It's not. It's just be like, what? Where we going from here?
Yeah,
That's the way it just be.
it's a bit intense sometimes, but I think today I can go easy on y'all. Okay, so the first one, would you
No,
rather?
shouldn't go easy.
Yeah, I'm not. None of them are
Okay.
easy, to be honest. Would you rather have sheets made of American cheese or floors made of raw hamburger meat?
Cheeks.
So everywhere I walk is hamburger.
Yeah. And whenever you sleep, is that flap cheese that you put on the burger?
The orange one.
The orange one, the cheddar. It's American cheddar cheese. You pulling that up and it ripping.
I think I'm a cheddar cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got to go with that.
I was
Go
gonna
with
go with a
cheese.
hamburger meat.
Buy for me is a hamburger meat.
Nah.
I don't mind stepping on hamburger meat.
I'll
that's
say why
squishy.
I said cheese because I mean
ahead.
with the meat, then you smell like meat all
No,
the time.
but you have on shoes.
Yeah,
No,
then
but you didn't
still
say that. You make it
smell
sound like if
a
you
meat.
come off the bed and you got like literally your toes
Yeah. No, that is
on
the case.
hamburger.
Oh,
Because
that
if you
is-
gotta go take a shower, you stand up on
Meat.
It's
But when I
kind
go
of
to
nasty,
sleep,
slappy.
I can also smell like cheese.
Yeah, but cheese smell is easier to come off than meat smell.
Facts.
Because it is meat. We talking raw meat?
Yes.
But you know,
So
all the
you ain't
things
gonna
you
really
do
smell
on
like
your bed.
Say that again.
I don't get
like,
those
all the things you
bungee,
do on your
what you call
bed.
them? The monkey bars.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see me climbing.
Or you don't sleep on the sheet, you can take it off for you.
But at
I can't sleep
home,
on no sheet.
Me neither, but I'm just saying, some people can.
yeah, no, okay, no. But when you mean even if I leave my house, the floor have
Even if
hamburger
you
meat?
leave it, and it's only you. Like only you walking in hamburger
I'm
meat.
good with
And
the
you
cheese.
hearing a squish, 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 and it's in between your toes. And
But nobody has seen it.
I'm good with the cheese.
I ain't gonna lie though, I would fuck with that. Just a little bit. You know, I always wanted to do the grape thing where you
Yeah,
start.
I'd rather die.
Different though.
It
Meat,
is.
I think the
meat
cheese.
to grapes is different.
Yeah,
I'll go with cheese.
I would
Okay,
choose to.
interesting.
Okay. Are you ready?
I don't know.
Okay. Would you rather be so perfect at shitting that you never had to wipe again, or have all your farts be silent and odorless?
All your parts be
Your
silent.
farts be silent and odorless. So you so perfect at shitting that you never have to wipe again, or all your farts are silent and odorless.
I'd rather the fat.
Farts. You see, the thing is with the shitting thingy, that mean it's gonna always like come out
smell.
perfect. So like,
But you want to
no
go to a challenge?
diarrhea and no constipation.
But also, you're already alone in that moment.
That's
Nobody
true.
know how I just wipe my ass.
That's true.
But
That's
like
true.
at a spot, at a spot, and like people might smell it. But with this, they would
it's
never ever.
odorless.
Yes, it might smell it. I'm pretty sure.
I hear it.
Depends.
You know,
I with that one because like imagine you ever been someplace like a festival or someplace that's crowded and you like you have it too far and if you keep holding it in that bubble guts later on,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I know I good.
Sound
Gone.
experience.
That makes sense now. For me, the thing is with the shitting one is I have this a lot. Well, not a lot, but sometimes, and it's pissed me off. After I take a shower, like say 10 minutes later, I need to shit, and I rather it before.
Yes.
because then I want to wash my bum because now I have to wash it twice.
Yes.
and it's just like if I shit perfect, I don't have to worry about that.
I
But I get a fart one.
Yeah.
Which one are you going for?
Oh, you guys waiting on me? Okay.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
The fart.
Yeah,
fart.
it makes sense, but you can be farting everywhere.
Everywhere.
But
Like,
if
it all
they
happens
have,
now. Exactly.
but you know them videos where they
Could be
have that
happening now.
camera where the smoke
the
just turn a
green.
color. Yeah. People gonna start wearing that to see if you fart or
That's
not.
crazy.
No, but it's only me in the world have this, so they don't know.
That's true.
No.
Yeah, I would much rather be able to fart.
Fart,
anywhere.
exactly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Just let it
agree.
rip.
Perfect shit. I don't care about it.
Yeah, me neither. It's just in bathroom. It's just us.
Plus, I could just buy a bidet. Then I good.
yeah.
That too. That too.
that
And you got the
too.
ones that you could just put on the toilet.
Yeah. So we good.
What a bidet?
Pause.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to say the gooch thing because I didn't say a lot on the episode and I realized, sorry guys, I don't mean gooch as in frenulum. I know it as a frenulum. I know the scientific word, but you just call it gooch.
Right.
And for all the guys listening, I don't mean your gooch. I mean the nickname. For
I was
Gucci.
never even thinking that.
Me
Because
neither.
we don't think that. Like, we don't know it as
I'm
that.
just curious. How did you know the scientific term?
How did I know?
Yeah, like how when you heard it, you was like one thing, like what's she talking? Like how did you know that? Because
It's all men know it. Because when I say it in front of men, they like, don't say that.
So yeah, how you know that?
I'm a man.
Yeah. We know frenulum probably. I don't know if you know frenulum. Oh, I know frenulum.
What is the part we talking about?
The part between the balls and the anus.
Oh, okay. I know it's on a woman is a perineum. Isn't that what it's called?
I think so.
I wasn't
Yeah.
good in biology.
Me either, but
Okay.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a mom, I know that because it can happen that if you give birth,
Oh,
it tears.
That makes
Not
sense.
everybody,
Yeah.
but it can happen. So, and it's a very thin. Anyways, guys, I know there's a perineum. I never heard of
Ouchie.
gooch before.
Never. Yeah.
Just a disclaimer.
Yeah. But you have your morning
That
show.
was a lot.
Yeah. That was a lot. But I feel it was very informative.
I agree.
So
I learned something. I learned how what a gooch is. I just learned what I didn't even know that before.
Look at this. Wow.
See?
By the Bullet University.
exactly.
God damn.
BDBU.
Wow.
Anyway. But you have your show. I will talk about things like this. Like, how is the show?
Yeah.
Definitely, we speak about things like this all the time.
Yeah.
Before Toni came along, this used to be kind of the topics on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like random. It used to be random, sex tough. What I used to go for too in the beginning was I used to find things that people don't usually think about. Topics that, like you wouldn't, like jobs, odd jobs, like you would end up into an odd job and be like, oh wow, I didn't know that this is how this works or that how this is put together. And yeah, so this type of stuff is right up the alley.
Basically. So we have like a couple segments as well, and one of the segments is Wacky Facts, which is basically talking about all kind of crazy abnormal facts that we wouldn't have known.
I love that.
You have
Yeah.
one that you recently had?
Please.
Yeah, that I could talk from our coffee machine about the
go
facts.
ahead.
So that one was which animal has the biggest penis, and if you
Crazy.
could have if you could have think which one had the biggest penis, and I had one that was which animal had the largest tongue. So you would have think maybe it was the same, but
No.
no.
Whale.
So it's a bluefish.
What?
A bluefish got the biggest penis.
No, I'm going to Google this.
Blaufish.
A blue fish, not a blue
Basically.
whale.
A bluefish dick.
Wait, you know the name of a blue whale penis is a dork?
Yes, I
Yes.
heard so.
Yeah.
And then the largest tongue is on a giraffe. It could be about 50 centimeters long.
That makes sense.
So it's like,
But a bluefish?
Yeah, he was all stumped by it too.
I didn't see fish.
Yeah.
But like, so biggest animals, not even horse. So when people be like horse, they doesn't like.
You gotta ask the size of the fish. It was like
I can't remember the size of
whole
how long
person.
the ding was.
She said like 2 meters or something.
Something like that was long and big. Anybody trying
I'll
to
Google this after.
I mean, when it came up, I was like, huh, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's all.
And a bluefish?
And where did I put her?
By the way,
in another bluefish, friend.
pause.
That's where they put it.
I didn't know this.
I listen. I Googled, and that a thing. So when I came on the show, I listened a bit from Richie's show, and when I came on, which was very random, by the way. So he was just like, "Oh, by the way, we do this, we do that, and you can take over this part, and you can take over that part." And then I realized I take over like 4, 5, 6 parts. Ask Richie what part. Richie
Just coming in. Yeah, I got
do?
it. I got it.
Yeah, but he comes with his different stories, but the parts that we research, I do. And so yeah, those is the type of stories that I would come up with. Sometimes he does random. He's very good at the motivational stuff. Like out the top of his head, he can motivate you. He can give you like, oh, so guys, like random fillers in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
He would be like, oh, so guys, if you're not feeling yourself, and I don't know how he comes up with it, but he's like one of those Instagram posts.
Yeah.
That you scroll through, and
Like you
oh
wake
my
up in
God.
the morning,
And you
listen
want
to this
post
5-minute video, get ready for your day. Yeah.
That's Richie. Dead ass.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Well, that's good. But how are you end up here? Because you had the show before Toni come on.
Right. Well, I used to do. It's about 3 years now going. No, I like about two years going now that I would do the morning show. Actually, no. This is how it started.
Okay.
I used to do from the very beginning. We had a show called Drive Time, which used to start 4:00 in the afternoon, straight till 7. And Drive Time, of course, the point of a drive time is you're in traffic, you're stuck in traffic, so I'd be the guy that gets you home and take you home safe, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
I used to do that with somebody else, but then I realized morning is better, despite the early 6:00 in the morning start. It's actually better because then you got more to do with your day, and it makes more sense. So I started to do the morning. I was actually going to do with another set of girls because I think I work better with females.
Oh, I want to hear
By
about
the
this
way.
after. Okay, continue.
So I had another crew that we used to do it with, but then it wasn't working out because of timing and everybody had
Schedules
different
wasn't
opinion,
aligning.
and so I was like, okay. Toni approached me, I think maybe a year or so
Like
before.
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times indeed. Just it was always the timing. We was going through something in the studio at one point. Then another time it was just wasn't the right time. And then I had an epiphany one day.
Where did you have your epiphany?
Details.
This is an interesting story.
So I was taking a shower.
Okay.
That's what most
And-
epiphanies happen.
I was in the shower and I was like, hey, wait a minute. Let me give Toni a call. Yeah. I do a show. Come through. See if you like it. See how you feel about it. Come to the studio, be a fly on the wall, and just observe what the rest do. And from there, the rest was pretty much history.
Yeah. So I did the fly on the wall thing because he had a Friday show.
Yeah.
He does a Friday after evening show, so it's like from 4 to 6. No, 4
4 to 7.
4 to 7 with other girls. Really nice vibes, really cool. So I came in twice, and then the second epiphany, when he called me on a random Sunday and was like, hey, by the way, I was thinking of maybe try to see how you can fit in because I've never done radio before.
Yeah.
I've never done any media before at all, but I always wanted to get into it. I wanted to DJ too. I wanted to do all those stuff. So I said, I also thought about doing a podcast. It's like you have all these ideas, but don't know where to start with to go and who to go with. So through a mutual person, I contacted him a couple times, like Richie,
Hello.
and
But look,
right
for me, the thing is this, yeah. I had tons of people in the past that hit me up, yo, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. But for me, is if you want something, you gonna go for it, right? And I ain't the type of person that's gonna just say, okay, since you want it, come.
Yeah.
I want to see that you want
Yeah.
it, and I want to see that you actually, you ain't going to just come on and be like,
Yeah, he wanted to
I
see
want you to work for
the
it.
drive.
that too, the hunger, the
Yeah.
motivation, like what do
I
you
get
want
that.
to do? So I was like, okay, so I came in and the morning he was like, hey, come in, let me see. Let's do a test run.
Yeah.
And then I came in and did the test run.
And the test run ended up to be
Yeah, like literally 2 days
there.
later, I met the boss of the radio station, and then he was like, "Hey, by the way, we're gonna start taking pictures. We're doing a promotion. You're on the show." I was
Done.
like, "Wait, I thought it
Okay.
was still test."
Yeah.
the test.
You just throw me in the deep end.
Right?
That
And then all of a
was-
sudden, by the
that
way,
was- that
you're
was how it was.
co-host. Done.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Change your Instagram. Put this. Put that.
Oh,
Pretty
all
much.
of that.
Pretty much.
Quick,
Dope,
within 2
though.
days, right?
Yeah.
So it's still a little surreal for me, but
I didn't know that.
yeah, it is because sometimes I just feel like it could like almost like it could rip from you when you meet. Like you could say one day it's like, "Alright, they're not working out," because technically, it's, you know, the probation period
Yeah.
you need to be in.
Nah,
Yeah.
I get that.
I feel like I was still in the probation period.
Yeah.
But no, I think we
But
got
with
good.
me, that I'll keep it a buck. That's not what it is.
Yeah, I know. That's all. He always made me feel good.
Yeah.
For me,
'Cause are you mashed?
I like the, but I also could
The
see that
dynamic.
you would do it though, because when you was like you always wanted to, okay, I could see you doing that.
See?
Yeah.
And your voice is calming. I know some people would disagree. She filming us on the side, but your voice, yeah.
Nah, I got harsh voice at home, but yeah, his voice. Every time I sit and listen to him, I was like, oh my god, he got like such an announcer radio voice. I could see how he was on stage all the time and doing the
Yeah.
MC and stuff. I was like, yeah.
we gotta get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
but
wanted to
get
do
into
that. I always wanted to do that too. I wanted to do MC because I'm gonna take it real back, further back. On St. Martin, I did a lot of those dance groups. I was in so many different dance groups. You know, back then from music extravaganza to all those
Yeah.
different things. I did like so many different dance groups, and sometimes I used to see the announcers, and I know all the different ones. I was like, actually, pretty dope. I think I would want to do something like that, but then I never. Who do you talk to? Who do you go? What do
Yeah.
you do? How do you go about it? And then you move here, and then it's like a bigger pond.
Yeah, true.
Who do you go to? What do you do? What do you do? Anyway, so I got this opportunity. I'm trying to learn from the man over here. He's a great teacher, though.
So chill.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's very
man,
like,
like
yeah.
sensei.
Yeah.
That's always a vibe. That's always a vibe.
Yeah. So how you get in? Because I joked before he come. I was like, "You from St. Martin?"
We was wondering where you from.
Yeah. I was like, because I didn't know what you. But then he was like, I was like different generation. Probably.
Yeah. He's like,
But
I joke about
no,
it.
we say we ain't gonna go.
Yeah, no.
We ain't going there.
Yeah.
No.
He's a bit more seasoned than us.
But how you get into all of that though? Because you was DJing and MCing before.
Okay, so how it originally started for me was before I moved here, St. Martin. I used to work at PJ82, St. Martin.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I had my own show down there too. Shout out to Casanova Alex, by the way. He we had a show together on a Saturday. So every Saturday, then on PJ82, then at one point I moved over to 102.7, and then the time was up. I had to move here for college, school.
So you was doing that while you was in high school.
Yes,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope.
while I was in high school, I was doing that. So like my last 2 or 3 years, my last 2 years, I think I was doing PJ82. Then I moved from there, came here. I decided one day, I like music, because music is in the DNA somehow.
Yeah.
I decided, I've always heard I got a good voice. I got a knack for this. Let me just do it. Moved here, bought a DJ set, decided to fool around in my house for myself. The right person happened to be in the house, heard me DJing in the house, fooling around, and was like, next week I got a party. You want it?
Wow.
Okay, cool. That's how that happened. Started a group at the time too, Champion Sounds. It was me, Dottie Lee, and Easy D. So the three of us originally, we fooled around with music for a minute, and then the group split. I ended up moving with myself, and then from there I got into radio. The radio thing, before we get there, I had a little bit of an accident because I had broken this leg here, and went from there. I was in my sister's car one time going to Utrecht, and I heard GLXY, on the radio, on a hip hop station in Holland. That's weird, because you hear your 538, you hear your QFM, you hear Phonics, but you never hear legit hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, like you don't
No, not centered around it.
Yeah, in Holland. So I was like, okay, I ain't hearing nobody talking. I ain't hearing no commercials. I was like, okay. I made myself, I messaged the guy and was like, yo, I'm a DJ. I do this, blah, blah, blah. Weirdest interview of my life, by the way.
Wait, what
Weirdest interview. I don't know if you guys, you guys have been on a lot of interviews.
Yeah, a couple.
Okay, so when you walk into an interview, you're expecting to be it.
I'm so hungry.
You and somebody else.
You and somebody else.
Right?
Usually, yeah.
I had an interview with, I think it was legit 12 people.
12?
So
That is nerve wracking.
So I'm sitting there. There's him, and all these eyes on me.
Her.
And her, couple of hers, by the way, and all these eyes on me. Yeah, so what you come to do, what you plan to do, what's your ideas? And I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who do I even look at?
Right?
right.
And who's the boss? Like, who should I center?
Sheesh.
That was also it. I didn't know who the
didn't
boss
know.
was. Because everybody in the room seemingly had like some sort of boss role. In the end, then I came to find out, okay, this is the boss. Or these 3 guys is the bosses then. And then I ended up speaking to one boss in the end of it. But from there, it just rolled, and the vibe was straight from the very beginning. Hence the accent. Now,
True.
my accent is a bit more American
Yeah. Like
because
New York.
if I was to speak St. Martin on the air, you
They ain't
wouldn't
understand.
understand it.
Yeah.
So therefore, it made more sense to be a bit more clear,
To yank.
clarity
Yeah.
wise, yank wise. So hence, you get the little bit more.
So when
Yankee
you're sitting
vibe.
on this couch, you don't feel the urge to just be for St. Martin?
I could do that, but
Or
then
you get used to the...
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I got a mic in front of him.
so
I
when,
was
when,
like,
the, when the
yes,
mic is on, it's
Yeah,
different.
it
You know?
makes sense.
I
When the
don't know,
mic
I
on,
don't have
different.
that. But like, cause at work I also don't
Yeah.
speak like how I speak.
Nah, exactly. But as soon as I leave that door,
As soon as I'm out,
But yeah, that
Yeah,
kind of way.
well-
But sometimes,
maybe after years.
and then also, I'm in and out to the US often, so
yeah, it makes sense too.
Plus, it goes with hip hop. If you think about hip hop station,
That's true.
it makes sense.
how he talks,
Yeah,
Fit.
it fits.
I was like, yeah, perfect match.
yeah. And then on top of that, it's kind of ambiguous because if you hear him on the radio and you've never seen him, you have no idea what he looks like.
Facts.
Yeah.
So now you hear it, and if you close your
Yeah.
eyes and he's talking to you,
I had a
could
lot
you
of
really
people tell me
picture?
that. I was at a hotel convention one time, and this guy runs up on me. He was like, "Yo, I heard about this this hip hop station, and there's this American guy, and blah blah blah. He talks like this, and he does this, and blah blah blah." I'm like, "So what is this? What does this guy sound like?" And this guy specifically said exactly what I said, because every show that I start, I say peace to the planet and beyond, And this guy said this back to me, and I'm like, "Hey, but that's me." He said, "No, that's not you." And then we went back and forth. It's you, it's me.
Wait, he
No, but
still
that's-
was like, that's not you? Even though you telling him that that's you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
like, I
can't
tell you
really-
my name and you telling me that's not your
Exactly,
name.
and you can
Yeah.
know who I be. But I find it, listening to your story, because last episode we was talking about your journey and finding out, like,
Yeah.
figuring out, because a lot of people are struggling with figuring out, like, sometimes where to go. So I find listening to that, I hope it gives people inspiration.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
might
gotta
just
pick
be-
the phone up and like I think now there's more information online. Like you could literally go on Instagram now and say, okay, like GLXY Radio. Oh, GLXY Radio, let me look that up. And then from there kind of see who's all there. Maybe
Right.
send a
Yeah.
DM to
Right.
somebody. Like back in the day we didn't have that.
No,
Yeah, but you
that's
see what it is now with the more information is like if you go in a shoe store and you see 3 shoes on the wall, it's easier for you to say, okay, I want that one in the middle. But now you have 100 shoes on the wall.
That's true.
So it's like you don't even know which shoe to pick in a sense. And I think that's where people struggle. But it's like how you say, you wasn't sure who to talk to, but you just need to talk to somebody.
Somebody. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Yeah.
if you pick, even if it's 100 shoes, you pick one.
Yeah, just pick one.
And hopefully if you harass that one person in the DM long enough,
yeah. You better
say
that
it.
person will be like, all right, I guess this girl been in my DM. Annoying
Yeah.
me now. Can you guys?
It wasn't necessarily that you was in a DM. It was just more for me. I just needed to see that you wanted and that you
Yeah.
understood
Yeah.
that what you was trying to get into. Because for me, it was more because I had like many people in the past hit me up. Yo, I want to come. Yo, I want to come. But when they do reach, it was what you come for?
Yeah.
I mean,
you waste your time basically.
Yeah, our first day was weird as hell too, huh?
Yeah.
I would sit there and he was like, okay, so do this. And I was like, okay, so I'm doing exactly what he tells me. Yeah, but you sound like you're reading it. Relax. Okay, so I should relax. Then he said, okay, but now you're sounding too, like, okay, pep up with the energy. Okay, the energy. Like, I felt like I was being coached, but I was so nervous.
Like you was focusing on everything.
Yeah, like,
That's
oh my
good.
God. Okay, so then it's like, it's almost like it's you're being live radio. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can. So I don't know. It was hella nerve wracking. Like I said, I never did this before. So then also headphones. Okay, you could turn your voice up. I was like, I don't really want to hear myself. Like I never had to get used to listening to my own voice.
I get that.
I had that too when we started the podcast. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I felt a bit stiff.
The thing about that is you just really gotta just get into it.
Yeah. He said once you be yourself too.
Just be yourself.
But then it's like, okay, but you don't want to be a persona because I don't want to totally be. You want to kind of separate. You know, your professional to your business, and it's like, do I give them a character? Do I be myself completely?
Yeah, I get that.
So, and then, but like I say, after a while, I think like day 2 and 3, we kind of. By the time he threw the you on the show at me.
But you kind of had no choice.
Yeah, at that point it was like no pressure.
Like
You're
I
here
said,
now.
I did say
so
no
you know.
pressure.
Yeah.
It was literally no pressure because the way I try to set up anybody that comes to train with me or whatever, I try to make them as comfortable as possible because I know what we're about to get into.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you could have on a radio show or any, if you on stage or DJing or whatever it is you're doing, the worst thing you could have is a oh shit moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you get that moment, you don't want it because there's a state of panic, there's a state of embarrassment, and most of the times, half the stuff is in your mind.
Yo.
And nobody else understands what you're going through, but just
Yeah. I feel like the podcast we had that way, it's like in the moment I knew the panic I had, but then when I see it back, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't
in
even
your
communicate how I thought it was communicating in the moment.
A lot
It's
of
all in
times I
your mind.
watch
Yeah.
back episode and I was like,
It's not that
that
deep.
was so different than how I was feeling in the moment.
Same. And then you see, I come in like complete rookie, never did it, and then I felt like he's a veteran-ish. Nah, man, you're a veteran. And then I felt also I tell him I feels like you can't read him. So he sits there.
sunglasses?
Not only that, but he literally you don't know if you're doing a good job unless he tells you and you're doing a good job. But then he was always giving the feedback of, okay, don't do this. And at the end, I was like, so was that? He was like, oh yeah, you did a good job by the way. So he doesn't.
and
He doesn't
in the moment you don't know.
No, so like literally, he's like, if I don't tell you anything, you're doing fine. I
For
was
me,
like,
yeah,
okay.
but that's it. If I don't say, hey, you got to work on, you're going good.
Yeah, that's what he said. But again, he was so hard to read. So I would be sitting there watching him.
I also said from the very beginning, don't read me because you're gonna have a very difficult time.
Yeah, so he was
You
just
gotta
watching me
focus
like,
on you. If you ain't doing good, I will say, hey, take a breather. Let's go over it. Let's fix it.
yeah.
And that's pretty much how it goes, because again, the point of you co-hosting or anybody or interview, like for instance, this setting, right? If I was uncomfortable or you was uncomfortable, we all would not have been able to like have a platonic conversation.
Yeah.
And in the end of it, everybody needs to have a certain amount of confidence in what they're doing, or else,
That's true. That's true.
it's gonna flop.
That part.
Even though it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes.
It is nerve-wracking,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. And then eventually, as we did it, I keep hearing back the feedback. Oh, you guys chemistry. Let me tell you, I didn't know this man from a can of paint. So
I would feel like each other for years.
You'd swear that, right?
Probably, like,
Honestly, though.
Yeah. So now it's like, now that we've been doing it now, literally, it's February? So we ain't even like...
Yeah, she fresh off the boat.
Oh, you fresh.
Fresh friend, fresh sis.
Fresh off the
Literally,
boat.
like,
Just pick
first
up a
week
market.
It's first week of February.
But y'all should talk about music a lot because you used to always be into music like
Love
that.
music. Love music. I was that kind of
genres.
hip hop. I'm a hip hop head. I do R&B, but I could listen to anything. So I grew up with listening to jazz, listening to Latino music and stuff like that. So my dad had like Gloria Estefan on. My mom had the Nat King Cole, the Celine Dion's. I'm kind of totally different. And when I got my first CD, I had it was Will Smith and Mariah Carey, and I was the type of person from even back then I would open the CD and read the list of all the things in the back. So I was into who produced it, which this, and then when I put the headphones on, I could hear like the cymbals and that's a drum thing, and I had a different ear, but I don't feel like I can sing, so I was like I cannot do it myself, but I could write too.
She can't sing though.
But you know that's
No, I
not our
can't.
DNA. Because like if you do,
I can. I know. I can.
Like, she
you know
can't
that
sing.
if
Just
you
put
do
it out
like,
there.
because my brother did the 23andMe test, and they just show you different things, and one of the things they show him is that like because of your DNA, you pick up on rhythm and beats quickly.
That explains a lot.
And so the thing when I hear people say things like this, I just be like, sometimes it's really in
It
your
really
blood.
ingrained, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think it is though.
It is.
Yeah.
I do believe so. I mean, I know exactly. My grandmother was choir. My cousin sings. Are you ever hear that song? If you don't know, you know that song? It's a
I don't know.
no. Well, you know what? I could play it later. It's a very Zouk-ish type
Oh
song.
yes,
That's my cousin. The guy in it.
Did you
My
just
cousin. She there like
okay? She just give you the
I know exactly what song it is.
good. So the male voice, that's my cousin.
Uh-huh.
My brother produces.
That's a big tune.
It is, right?
Are you? I can find that tune for
I
y'all.
want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know the song, right? Of course.
I have it in my playlist.
Okay, so
Listen.
that is actually my first cousin, one of my oldest cousins.
Uh-huh.
So I know where it came from. My mom also told me we have this person, that person, but what to do with something when you don't feel like you have that kind of talent. But songwriting is a thing. I used to write write poetry and then music. And my first person that when I did this, like I said, the dance groups,
Yeah.
I went to DJ Polly back then and I was like, yo, I got a songbook. And he was like, yo, let me do something with it. I could just give it to somebody else. You don't have to be the artist. You could be the person behind.
Yeah.
But we never did anything else with it. But I know I have music in me. I just didn't know how to
I relate to
outlet.
that so much. I get you with that.
You do?
Yeah. Because I feel like one of my friends in like beginning of high school, and I used to like go home and write music and record myself sometimes.
Yeah, I did that too.
And for my birthday, I think I see the video.
That was epic, guys.
Like, it was so Haiti to be like, we gonna go rap on a beat.
That's
I wanna
it.
hear
Are
this
you
song.
ahead of time real quick?
Yes.
Sure.
We gonna get
We need to check if it's copyright or
No,
mute it or
we gonna
something.
get copyright. Oh,
It's a-
yes! You didn't sell it like that, just.
Sorry. The guy voice in that's my cousin.
This a big sorry.
I
you
know
talk
this
about memory
song.
that
Exactly.
I haven't listened to this in a minute.
But yeah, when it comes on, every time I hear it, it's played for him. I'd be like, yo, your song is playing big in some of the clubs up here. And he'd be like his whole head is like, I
That's a
can't.
big tune, yeah. But
Yeah.
you didn't say this on that. No, but I get you in a sense of like, yeah, I used to like dancing and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's sometimes it's in you.
Nah, but we were talking about that killer track we make for your birthday.
Yeah. Like,
We all hop on a beat. Haiti had us write a verse, and she said, "Pull up to the studio looking like a road man and
Wow.
jump on this track."
a road man.
yeah, and I kill it. And my brother kill it.
Oh, brother,
Since I feel it,
annihilate
you know,
it.
but
No, I
I'm
wanna
sure
hear
it's-
it.
I'm played for you.
Yeah, please.
Because
Yeah.
it's too long right now.
We
But
would-
what will you
We
do?
play it on the radio.
Oh, no, I don't think it's really comfortable.
I go cringe because
And it might have copyright. in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, he said he could spit bars. So
Okay,
he always
we
telling us
definitely-
that.
Talking about spitting bars, I want to segue into a game right now. I'm
So-
sorry, I need to spit something.
So-
Oh,
Because,
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a little. Wow, I really put this on.
So I actually never said that I could spit bars. Firstly, let me just put that out there.
Okay.
I never ever said I could spit bars. What I said was, I can hear bars.
That's not what you said. That's not what you
We
said.
got all hair bars.
He didn't sit out. He said he had.
I got the tape. I
Like,
got
you
the
put me on the
receipts.
spot. I think
You
I
get
got
a
the
receipt.
spot.
I
Get
got
the
the receipts.
That's not what you said. That's all right. And I really was like, okay, so because the day he said it, I was like, okay, well, give us a little something. No, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
You know, we should have do the thing, the one line where somebody say a line.
And
Like
you
I go into the
continue,
shop,
Yeah.
I see Haiti on the block.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Funny story about that. When I was growing up, and I think my sister, Roxanne, she go attest to what I'm about to say. When I was growing up, at one point, my bar used to be, I'm sitting on this chair, I'm looking over there. That girl with the blue hair, those were like
That's
the
my
wacky
kind of
jams.
bars.
No, they
Like
kind of bars.
simple, whack,
Yeah,
very
That's
straight.
my bar.
Straight to the
face.
floor. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You get a picture.
The rhyme is corny, just
it's
like
funny.
me.
Right,
Hello,
drop a
but it's
bar.
funny,
Yeah.
but it works.
Yeah.
It does.
So
But-
what's this game?
Yeah, I gonna hit a little. So basically, I wrote down some words. I'm your host for today, guys. Welcome to the Bite the Bullet Game Show.
Yo, boy.
And I'm going to take out the words, and you have to say a song, rap, whatever, with the word in it. The first person
I suck at this
pull
game.
it out of the bag gets point.
It's the on the spot for me.
Are
Yeah.
you ready? Y'all
Yeah.
got this.
All right,
Just
let's
think.
see. Let's see.
Okay. Maybe it's an easy word in the beginning. Hand.
I'll put my hands up in the air sometimes.
Hey! Okay,
Okay.
good.
okay.
1 point to Toni Q.
I just had to think of one.
That was
Which
a good
one?
one, now, because when I write it, I didn't know. I
No,
just saw
but
my
I
hand
see
and was
you
like,
put your hand just now, so I was like, oh yeah, I was thinking of the Just Dance.
Yeah.
"Wait, okay, drive.
Shut up and drive.
Wow.
Wow.
Stop
Sorry.
it.
Okay, my
That's
bad.
good
Nah, I'm
though.
joking. I'm joking. 2 points to Toni Q. Now the goal is to wipe them out. Like, you need to guess everyone after this.
Go ahead.
There's 6. Oh, this one's quite easy. Feeling.
I got a feeling.
Oh my god! You see how my brain don't work?
1 point to Richystylez. 2 points to Toni Q. I can watch you. Maybe you gonna help.
No, not gonna do nothing.
Lady.
Lady in red.
Oh yeah.
There you go with a classic. That was a good one. That was a good one.
2-2.
I like a fat thing going.
Block.
The block,
Block is hot.
The block is hot.
I was gonna say.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You cut out your skin off. So that's 3-3 because that was a tie. Oh, this is the last one.
Oh, tiebreaker.
Honey.
got the
Feels
Mariah Carey in my
like
song.
honey.
song.
Same thing from Mariah Carey.
Mariah
Honey.
Carey.
I didn't say the name of the song, dude. So
But
points. Toni Q wins.
Alright,
Baby,
correct.
It wasn't Annihilation, but it
Wow.
was.
I was that night because that
That was so
I think we're gonna
fast.
see that was a minute.
Yo, the last time we played this game, it was like less words and it took us 10 minutes.
10 minutes to come up with song.
Wow.
Wow.
It's really long ago.
Anyway.
But that's to show you how much knowledge you have of music.
Yeah.
You give a good introduction to that. But I wanted to hear your story, like how you get into music.
How did I get into music? That's
Because to be DJing on a radio show in high school already,
Yeah.
that is kind of...
That's a big deal.
I always liked music. You know, from listening at home to your laser 101s and your PJ82s, 102.7s to your mixtapes, you taking one cassette and putting it in your cassette deck and trying to make a mix.
A mixtape.
That was my era. You know, I used to do that a lot, listening to a Parley or Outkast or, you know, all these guys, or even I think Questlove and those guys back in the day, Jazzy Jeff. That's how I get into music. I used to listen to it on the radio. Sometimes I think I remember one time I took my dad's, one of his good cassettes, because back then it was a cassette time. I'm from that era,
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
from that cassette.
Cassette.
You know, a lot of
era.
kids don't know what a CD is. And you
Right.
talking about cassette.
Cassettes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I used to take a cassette, put one and one together and try to create my own mix. And from there, that's how I got into music pretty much. There was one summer I wanted to have a job. I couldn't find a job. And my aunt knew somebody at PJ82. And from there, I you know, she told me, here, just go by, check it out. And the one turned into the two. Yo, come by Saturday. We gonna train you. And then from there, it was also around Carnival time too. So it was good for them because then I ended up working a graveyard shift. So I did all the night stuff. And then every Saturday, I had my own radio show from there.
How old you was?
I think it was 16.
Yeah, we got hearing all of the child labor laws.
16,
Yo.
17.
Graveyard shit.
No. Yeah, it was 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there.
Okay.
it was.
Y'all don't think y'all ought to be working in graveyard shifts?
Snap you. I was like,
Why not?
this man say high school.
No.
No,
Why
not
not?
graveyard.
Nah, we see they brainwash us.
Talking about graveyards.
Oh,
Okay, this is random.
I was going to segue to the Kendrick Lamar
oh that he
transport.
killed that.
J.Cole and Drake in a
Yeah.
coffin.
That's crazy.
Okay,
Sorry, but
That's
'cause
crazy.
hello, you see what I did there.
Yeah, I see what you
Bars.
did there.
But yeah, no, because I'm not the biggest. Like I'm a piano warrior
I love that
till the
too.
day I die, and I love my dancehall.
Oh.
same.
Like those are my
Same.
two
I'm a
top
piano
genres.
Afro, yeah.
So
Yeah,
when it comes
same.
to rap, I not gonna lie. I usually listen to the songs that blow because they pass
Popular,
across.
yeah.
And
You know?
everybody that watch the podcast, I'm the biggest J. Cole fan.
Exact. But your boy is getting some shots.
He did. He got Like, not even shots.
Yeah,
Like,
annihilated.
This man really disrespect this man.
Yeah.
In the verse. And I really deep into, I would say I get into hip hop because of J.Cole. Growing up, because it had so much profanity, I feel like I wasn't allowed to listen to it as much as
Makes
I wanted
sense.
to.
Okay.
And maybe dancehall too, maybe that's why.
Yeah, but dancehall is creative with the profanity. We don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I wasn't.
Vitamin S. I thought it was an actual vitamin. Like a pill. I'm telling you, but I was young, innocent.
That's fine. There's a lot of songs that I went back to and I was like, oh my God. Like, what was I
What you was
listening
listening to.
Yeah, I was going to say something completely random. But
There's a lot of songs. That
like I could say one song completely as a 10-year-old listen to Spice Girls. I didn't know what 2 become 1 mean. And that song is basically sex.
I think you just woke her up.
I feel like you just ruined my childhood.
What?
It ruined mine too.
Oh my God.
So that's to show
Why
you
you
how
dragging us with you?
Just was
See,
like
I could have been
10 years old when she
oblivious for the
learned
rest
about
of my
that.
life.
Oh my God.
That was
No, but you
literally-
see, that's how much things you realize.
Yeah.
when you go back and listen to the things, it's like, okay, but anyways. So
Wait, but no, on top of that,
Dancehall.
sorry, really
So go
quick,
ahead.
Shrek.
No, but I watched Shrek well as an adult. I think.
Yo,
but
they made it for kids and adults.
they did. But a lot of Disney movies in total.
Yeah.
And
If you go back,
Nickelodeon.
if you go back,
When you talk about Nickelodeon, like,
Even like Ernie and Bert, all of that mess is.
I
is a
mean,
whole
if you and your mom
situation.
watch it together, there were moments you laugh and there were moments she laughed.
Yep.
True, and you wondering why she laughed.
Yeah, I was like, well, that wasn't that funny. Like, I didn't get that. When you think back on it,
yeah,
I have the
it's
same.
crazy.
nah. But
Go
guys,
ahead.
J.Cole got me into hip hop, and that was more right before I come here. Crooked Smile area, and then I came here, and he was the first concert I ever went to.
oh, nice.
And that is what made me fall in love with him. But he was recently disrespected by Kendrick Lamar. And I thought they had a really good friendship.
You
And
thought.
I watched this YouTube video that really explaining, like, this man really did his research to know which bar was meant for this one and this one. This
Is
one.
it the dude with the sweater that you wore for the Christmas episode? Like he had a similar sweater?
I don't know.
He
No.
wore white,
Yeah, he was white.
semi-bald, but not
Yeah.
No,
bald.
he had hair. He had hair.
Oh, because I also watched one.
No, he had hair. But then I also watched the full one where he explained like the beef between like Drake and Kendrick, and I did not know it was that deep. Like I didn't know it's been like songs I've been vibing to. Like that was actually
It got
a diss
deeper
Like a
meaning.
diss song, right?
to each other this
Yeah.
whole time. And now I think everybody just wondering if they're going to respond. And there's a big discussion if Drake even have it in him to go against Kendrick.
He
Of
don't.
course he does. Of course- Nah, he does.
I do not
no.
feel
He
like
have
he
it in
does.
him, so he think.
Let
But
me
Kendrick,
tell you, he does.
Mm.
No.
Drake, I'm gonna say it like this. Drake is a very tactical person, yeah? When you think it's stopped, it's done, it's over, Drake will hit you differently.
But then when Kristen was like Scorpios. But when you mean that gonna come next year then? So now it gonna come now.
It gonna come. It will come.
but you think
Drake
he gonna
is
come on
like-
the level that Kendrick delivered?
Definitely.
Probably. But you see, the thing is, if you think about it, if you look at it the way how they have the roster set up, the big three in Young Money is Wayne, Drake, Nicki. And each of them has been in some similar situations, and they always respond either
Somebody
late
always trying to come for
or
them.
come late or whatever. When they do, it is be really hard or
Tactical.
not.
Yeah.
Drake is a
You understand?
Drake is
'Cause,
a
like,
chess player.
Yeah. Or they do it together.
J. Cole,
Yeah.
same thing.
Or yeah. I feel like J.Cole got it in him to go against
Yeah.
Kendrick.
But he really
Same.
busy with his album. I thought his album done, and I
And-
feel like he can go back
that's
to the
it.
drawing board because of
That's it right there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys people recently, but Khaled is also working on an album. And Khaled said it, I think sometime in the weekend I was looking at my Instagram, and he said it's coming. Drake is working on something. So this might just make him go back in the studios and refix some things, because Metro Boomin dropped the album. Khaled album about to drop. He comes in the summer with something, so it gonna make more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna come from Khaled camp, but it will come.
Okay. I was saying though, the reason I don't feel, I just get different vibes from each one of them. Right? And I think that's why a lot of people feel like Drake can't stand up to Kendrick, because it's the vibe that you get from Drake, which is way more poppy. Like, I feel like when I listen to Drake, I want to buy a fur coat, tell all these bitches in my
you sound like
son.
Most Def.
Yeah.
I sound same.
You
I
sound
was
like
saying the
Mos
same.
Def.
I also I told Richie, I said he on his champagne poppy vibe. When he feel like he's so in a I have fun with this type of thing that he could come out like
Drake
1
is
minute
practical, man.
he can come and he'll give out you some house
Drake
music.
is tactical.
Next minute he comes with something.
I get that.
And I also feel why I also don't agree. I think that he can't go up against. This is my opinion.
Go ahead.
I feel like he's not on Kendrick level in a way because when they do come hard, he comes hard verse. He don't come hard whole song. Where Kendrick could come with a full song. And same for J.Cole, but with Drake just come hard, but then he just come on somebody else's song, like you say Khaled, and it can be a hard verse, and that's it.
But
I don't fully agree with you there on what you just said, because I'll bring that back to the reference in Meek Mills. when him and Meek Mills was going at it, right? You remember that back-to-back song? That whole entire song was every bar that he spit was facts.
That's true.
I get it, but it's the delivery.
But it also depends on the opponent.
Yeah, because
correct. And that's what I'm saying. Again,
with the ad libs.
Yeah.
Factually,
I like it.
I personally think, this is my opinion. I think because Drake is clever in his tactical ways, he gonna sit, analyze, study, and come out before he do. It ain't gonna be no, I gonna go in the studio tomorrow and just drop. It gonna be, I gonna sit, do my research.
He's not gonna act on emotion.
Nah.
That too. I also feel like he's not,
and
is not pressed.
I personally think Kendrick's thing is an emotional situation that he have going on.
But he does well with his emotion.
But he did say the big three, because J.Cole said, yeah, we the big three. But I'm the Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Right? That there, he was bigging them all three up as friends to make the three of them seem like what it really is. Because if you really take a look in the hip hop scope right now, it's kind of dead.
It is. And the video I was talking about where this man break it down, one of the main verses that he was talking about was when Kendrick released Control, his verse on Control, when he just basically name all the rappers that he know he better than.
Yeah.
And a lot of the responses Kendrick does have to Drake is just basically trying to remind people that
I'm the one.
I'm the motherfucking one.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's linked to emotion. I just think it's part of hip hop though. I feel like
That's exactly what it is.
Is good.
That's what it is.
In the sense of like, is a level of passion that you bring to the table, and a level of aggression. All that is emotional.
And because they take their craft serious.
Yes. Exactly.
So if they feel like you making a joke out of it or whatever, it's like you sitting down, like it's all thing for you. I literally in the studio, this is life for me.
Yeah.
Whereas for you, you think it's
a game.
Yeah. But that's why I say to me it's about the delivery. Like I know Drake could be tactical and he have bars, but his delivery. What I was trying to say earlier is that, like, when I listen to Drake, it's like, buy a fur coat, all these bitches my son. When I listen to Kendrick, I feel like I grew up in Compton and I pitch marbles with these them, and I know who killed Nipsey.
I agree with what you're saying.
Like, I feel like that is the vibe. But then Cole is made me feel like,
he don't make me feel warm inside.
Like, he does.
Like, this is music.
He gives me poetry. He gives me, like,
Cole is poetic.
Very conscious.
Yeah.
Conscious. Love that.
Cole is very poetic.
And it does touch you.
That too, because they need to hear something. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly. You just hear
again.
You know that stink
face.
Face. Cole is stink face.
But that's that tactical face.
That's how I get from.
That's what I mean.
But I don't get that from Drake.
No,
I'm sorry.
Early Drake, yes. Early Drake, like when he first had came out.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Right now, what Kendrick did was he woke hip hop.
He did.
It gave him something to shake some shit up.
Nobody was on top. Drake
Cole was on top, but okay.
He was on top, but not on top. You know what I mean?
Because realistically, if you look at everything that been going on, the verses Cole been given. But then I get what you mean. Where it's like, okay, but then where was everybody else? Where was Kendrick? Well, yeah, okay, yeah. But
everybody was a little asleep. Everybody
was chilling.
Yeah,
they were leaving the women do the thing at this point because in the beginning,
it's true though.
The women was going like there was so many female rappers I couldn't even keep up anymore. It was like who many. So many of them on top. Some of them hot. Some of them out there. So many summer jams. Some of them whack. Yes.
Who would you say is whack?
Whack.
Like just name one.
We should do like a fuck, marry, kill.
I want.
Yeah, let's do that. Fuck, marry, kill.
With, like
female rappers.
Oh, side note, we cussing this episode.
Yeah. It's hip hop.
Off the top for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
We gotta give 3, right? So we have to give him 3 options.
So fuck, marry, kill. We can go with Sexy Red.
Ooh.
Nicki Minaj, Lotto.
Okay.
That's your kill?
No, I'm asking you fuck, marry, or kill. Which one of them 3?
Sexy Red, dead.
Lord. Man said dash that.
I ain't even
Okay, who you fucking and who you marrying?
I ain't an asking ye shit, bro.
And who's fucking who's married? Otto, Nikki, and Lotto.
I think it's Lotto.
Is?
I think Lotto will marry
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nikki.
Why you
Okay.
would marry Lotto because of her bars? Or
Nikki new. No, Nikki old. Lotto new.
and what you mean by that?
So you would marry the new and just fuck the
Lotto,
old?
Lotto on the new.
Old broom, sweet good.
Okay.
Lotto underrated currently.
She is.
She
Like
is.
this girl could rap.
She underrated.
She is very good.
She could rap.
Nicki Minaj, she doing it, but she got comfortable, in my opinion.
Okay.
I
But
don't
she
know.
got bars
I don't
too.
really listen to us, I can't say.
I don't know if she got covered. I think it's the same thing with Drake. Like they just
Comfortable. Drake got comfortable.
I don't know. To me, they just want to appeal to everybody, and to
Yes.
me, it's like if you love, like, just stick to the hip hop
Yeah.
type thing.
I agree.
You know, and that's how I feel about Nicki.
I agree. I'm not gonna say that I don't love her music because I do. Her antics, not so much.
Nah.
I also think with her, I think she's her own worst enemy.
Yeah,
So I think that she's paranoid, and I think that she have the worst yes men in her camp,
yeah.
and that adds to the antics and whatever personal demons she dealing with. However, lyrically, musically, y'all can't sis can't write.
No.
Like,
But
she-
that's why I think like she just forget who she be.
Yeah, that's why I think,
Yeah.
and also because like you
She
said, she
got
old, so she's aging. She feel like I think also people
She feel like she losing her
making
space.
her have to compete with people all the time.
Yeah.
And I think also how she came in and the situation between her and Lil Kim back in the day got her thinking shit that gonna happen to me.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
how I feel. You know, like how that transition went. It was like okay, and then she was on top for so long. Nobody was there. She was the only female rapper for like 10 years.
Yeah,
And then now you got all of them. And it's like okay, this big headed of kiss the throne, kiss the ring type situation. When it's like, no friend, we got room for everybody, which technically is the truth. But again, I feel like she had the worst team telling her,
Yeah.
yo, you know these bitches think they're better than you. Imagine you have somebody that's a friend. Horrible person, totally toxic, and they always telling you like to hype you up to make you feel like you the best and thinking that they're boosting your confidence, but always putting on everybody else.
Yeah.
yeah. I get it.
That's
got
how
a
I feel her
question.
music comes across nowadays, and her
It
antics, and her antics. But technically, if you look at the bars and look at the music,
Let's
she's
talk
good.
Cardi B.
Cardi B, I like Cardi B. I think she's fun.
And that's the funny thing because I like Cardi B as a person, like
Yeah.
way more than Nicki Minaj.
What
hair
about
mask.
lyrics was?
But
Lyrically
you
was.
mean party?
Sorry, so what
Even
you
if I
say?
like party's lyrics.
What about Cardi B?
Yeah, but party writes her lyrics.
Okay, all right. But
Oh, I was wondering. I was
That's
like, what's
my point.
happening?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why I say as a person I like Cardi B more. But then as a person I love hip hop. It's like I really like when people write this stuff.
Me too.
So that's why.
I think Cardi's fun. I think
Yeah.
her music
Yeah.
is fun. I think she's pretty cool. I like Meg Thee Stallion more.
I don't like Meg, bro.
Me neither. Though.
I feel like a lot of men them don't like Meg though.
I don't.
I
I like.
don't.
I
I
like to
haven't
look
met
at
a
her.
man who likes
Another
Meg.
one.
Meg. She, I don't know. She come out to nowhere and just do a lot of
Weird things.
weird things, like weird,
A little all over the place.
like yeah,
Yeah, I
but
feel so.
unnecessary for me. Again,
Yeah.
this is
I
my
think-
my opinion. Okay,
I think Meg is polarizing. I think Meg, you know, like you either really like her or you really
Yeah.
don't.
She
I
likes
think
to
There's
she's
nobody that
overkill.
in the middle.
She's
I in the
overkill for
middle, I
me.
think.
You know?
I feel like
I don't hate her,
No,
Me neither.
I don't mind her.
but
Hate, hate
I
is
like
a
some of her
strong word.
music.
yeah.
She wouldn't be in my top 10
No, I
playlist.
agree. Like, it's, so to be honest, like if I have to name a memorable song from her, I can't give a
Yeah.
bar
I just
or
got
be like,
one.
Facts.
like
I'm a
but I
Savage.
could give Savage.
That's a
But that's
Body.
for TikTok.
Body's also a
That
vibe.
too.
I feel like
Body-
TikTok
Body
boosts
is
that
a
song.
The song Body Yaddy Yaddy. Okay.
Yeah, because
But I also like her verse on other people's stuff. So when she and
Yeah,
Cardi
her
did the
features.
stuff together, I kind
I
of like
think,
it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's better in a feature.
Agreed.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fuck Mary Kill for y'all,
Oh boy,
and it's really simple and straightforward.
Is it the same people?
J.Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar.
who you got?
Okay, so
I
everybody
know who
knows.
you go
I
marry.
marry J.Cole. I can probably kill Drake and then fuck Kendrick Lamar.
I'd do it opposite. So I'd marry Kendrick. I'd kill Drake.
Wow, everybody killing Drake, chicken leg.
He's a corny man. I don't even think he could fuck. So it could be fuck J.Cole.
Yeah.
He probably gonna cry while he fucking.
What you would do?
Same way, I would marry J.Cole,
Okay.
kill Drake,
And then
fuck
fuck Kendrick.
So
Exactly.
I feel like Kendrick would be very passionate.
no.
I think so. That's why
Right?
the bar.
Yeah, he
So
made a
this
song
is
about
not a
it.
Drake. This is not a Drake camp.
Nah, I think so.
Nah, it's okay. I could do without.
Yeah, but I feel like Kendrick would like creatively affirm me, like
that's
how he
true.
just drop his bars.
I think Kendrick will creatively. I don't know. I don't know.
But talking about fucking Freaknik,
Oh yeah, you're freaking.
Ooh, so
I
girls.
want to hear about it.
So listen, so this documentary,
You
right?
gotta break that down. What is Freaknik?
So
Yeah.
Freaknik is it started off as a picnic. Back in the
picnic.
80s. Yeah, so it was a picnic. So it was basically HBCUs would not have a place to go for spring break. So, you know, like if you ever heard of Girls Gone Wild and all that whole stuff,
Yeah.
they used to go like to Miami. They used to go to like Cabo in Mexico, whatever. And the ones who don't have money would stay home or they couldn't go home. So the HBCUs, specifically in Atlanta, they have most of them there.
What's that HBC?
Oh, a historically black college.
Okay.
So like FAMU.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tallahassee.
Yes. So Brown, Morehouse,
So
Spelman.
it's a US based situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a US based situation. So
Yeah.
I can connect it back to something that we know more about. But okay, so basically it started off as a picnic. That they decided since we can't go home and it's spring break, let's do something. And then this particular group, what do you call those fraternity groups?
Yeah.
They decided, hey, we did this normally do parties themed around something like Freak, which are usually from this particular song in the era from the 70s, like the Freak Out, like that type of stuff. So they decided, how can we make the picnic and how can we add it? And then they add the words together, Freaknik.
Yeah.
Cool. But it wasn't supposed to be what it ended up turning out to be. So now the era of when they graduated, other people took it over, blah, blah, blah. And then Uncle Luke, if you ever heard of Uncle Luke, he's the really a hip-hop legend from back in Miami that was from Two Live Crew that was very sexual.
I feel like I know who you're talking
Very
about.
sexual, very out there, very
Vibes.
da.
Balls in the wind.
No
There you
Diddy
go.
vibes.
So he got involved, and then he started to turn it into this type of festival. So
Okay.
basically, what ended up being this big block party would have been in the park turned out to like they would shut down all these streets, and then there would be cars coming, and they would like literally just be outside partying like what you would think of spring break, but just black people, right? Okay. So what made this documentary all thing? It went from always fun, no guns, no nothing. It was everybody coming out. People would come from far driving because again, black people. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they didn't have no money for the flights, so they would drive in from different states coming down. And then you would see the way they would act in ass shaking, who ain't got on the booty shorts and all this whole stuff.
Yeah.
But it's from back in 1980s to 1990s. So now when you see the videos of how it was, it's like imagine thinking of Carnival for us.
Yeah.
And imagine seeing our moms getting our extra wassy for Juve and them little thongs and that kind of stuff. And now you got to sit back and watch that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
like that. So it's like, oh, this is why y'all. And I was like, it's a sister Patty. So now you got people who saved and sanctified. That used to be wilding out.
You watching it, sister party that you? Like what? Me never.
But they explain how it get there or something like bad happened.
Because of the hip hop elements came in. So that because of Freaknik, we ended up with Outkast, the group.
Yeah.
We ended up with CeeLo Green and all of those people. They literally used Freaknik to like handle their tapes and become because Atlanta didn't have their own hip hop scene. It only was from New York, California, and then some parts from the South. So they started like Jermaine Dupri bring out Crisscross, and then he brought out Jagged Edge and Escape first, and then Jagged Edge and all that whole stuff. So they became their own hip hop thing there. But then it turned sour because they were doing a lot of freaky things in public.
Freaknik.
They turned it from
Hence the name Freaknik.
they turned it into that, and they had a lot of rape allegations, and
gosh.
it went from people being respectful
To
and
just
and women claiming their sexuality to men getting no. It wasn't just college students anymore. Older men,
oh gosh, Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke.
uncle, a lot of them,
Yeah.
coming down now and then making it this thing where women couldn't pass. You had to touch them, they grabbing on them. Had a couple of instances.
Yeah.
And then we started to put Atlanta on the map. It was still going good, but then it turned into 1996. and then the Olympics end up coming to Atlanta, and then the government decided they want to put control on it because now we can't have that kind of image of the foreigners coming. Because
Yeah.
so then they started to clean it up, and it was becoming a whole problem. It was a whole thing. A lot of names that was in the documentary was like Rashida. You know Rashida from Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
No, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop.
I think so.
Atlanta,
Like,
right? Love and Hip Hop.
She was in it.
That one.
Yeah.
So she was in it. Jermaine Dupri, of course. CeeLo Green was there talking about it. A couple of NBA people. And it was very interesting to see, again, how their culture kind of relates similar to kind of our culture. Like I said, with Carnival.
I would very
and
much
Juve.
say,
Not
you
in
could
here.
imagine your kids seeing you shake your bamsi. Like in the future, they probably will. I know I have videos of me.
That's wild.
Doing
London,
some crap.
London.
Why
Haiti.
you find it wild if it's your child see you in the future shaking?
No, but I mean, it's kind of the same feeling that they probably getting now. Sister Patty
Yeah.
is a level of like, she probably thought in that time, oh, it's fine.
And they were
But later
literally,
on-
but they were doing the most. So they
No,
was
I feel like they was probably doing the most.
A lot
For
of
me,
ass.
taking my ass on the roof in Carnival.
taking off clothes and stuff like that. But no, listen, to be really honest, Juve, it's
a lot of
kind of
freaky
wild.
shows.
But
I don't
Haiti,
be,
the video in London.
That I have on my phone.
And the one that I have on my phone.
Of who, me?
No.
Oh,
Sounds like a lot of evidence.
There's a lot of evidence. And if it gets
but I
there,
mean, like, I
it's
feel
not
like
that bad.
No, I wouldn't
don't-
mind.
It's not bad to
I
say it's
wouldn't
a
mind.
culture.
Y'all had a freaky experience in London?
Sounds like it.
Not like that.
Not like that.
But there was definitely some ass shaking. Was it in bongs or was it in like short,
No.
shorts?
Somebody
There
on a
was
bus
bus
stop.
I could show you. Nah, I'm
But
not gonna
like,
show you.
I think that
They had these pants. They call them in the documentary. They call them coochie cutters
Wow.
because they were so. They literally
They
look
so
like they
short.
cut
the
your
coochie.
coochie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, nah, I have it.
And
Nah, we
no,
was
listen.
But I think more so on how like they really trying to crack down on Notting Hill. Like they even wanted to make it be that they go around a park
Yeah.
instead of the whole.
the same like how they was trying to do Rotterdam Carnival when they wanted to censor
That
it
was-
last year.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what ended up happening towards the end of the documentary. So I
Yeah.
can't imagine him trying to censor like Seman Carnival.
No. It's
So
not possible.
no, right? Not like that. Especially
Nah.
not like Juve. And then again, I used to see women wearing certain things. I'd be like, I wouldn't be wearing, even though.
Yeah.
But that's part of the culture.
But you see, that's why it's hard for us to let go of things like that, even though they do that for Freaknik. But I feel like it's important for us to have these kind of spaces because I don't know if I would do it all. I don't know if I go in Notting Hill again though,
Nah, I
because it's too much
know
people.
I don't.
But like Carnival and like
I would go.
I don't know, people really appreciate places like SVD and stuff. And if they was to ever come and be like, never happening again, that'll
I
be
feel
a
like
problem.
it's a great way for
Agreed.
us to express ourselves.
Exactly.
I agree. That's
your
how I feel.
waistline is
As
doing
long as
expression.
it's respectful. But I also feel like recently, comparing to back in the day, I find SVD has also, the men get different, which is, I
wanna-
think, in a good way.
And
I want to
yeah.
interject and ask y'all, right? Because
Yeah.
y'all
They don't
talking
come
about
just
y'all talking
grab
about
you.
SVD, right?
Yeah.
What is your take on parties today?
Substanceless.
Yeah, but we really into the Afro. I'm a piano.
Yeah,
vibe.
no, but yeah, like okay. So for me with SVD, I really enjoyed the last SVD, but it was a level of when you eat and you full, and then you eat more, and then you're not full, like good full, like you get like heavy full. I feel like I kind of had that.
It's a lot of full.
Yeah, I had that, and I have that with parties now, where it's like before I could stay till the lights turn on.
Nope.
Now, yeah, I was that girl.
Yeah, me
I don't-
too,
I
but
don't know if
no,
it's my
no.
age or anything. I'm not old, but still,
No.
Now I feel like I get a couple of bites, I could go home.
Me
I'm
too.
good.
I also look at the list. I'm like, okay, we come in there. Which is the artist? Oh, I want to see him. So I'm going to
Yeah.
stay for that. And as soon as
Exact.
they're done,
But that's why, yeah.
I kind of okay. And but you see also, I not necessarily age in a way, but the transportation. When we first came up here, you had to wait till
Yeah,
first tram metro,
That's
so you
fair.
technically was staying till the lights come out because you had no choice.
exact.
Now that some of us have friends and who ain't got car and what's not, it's like okay, I can
Uber.
leave when I feel like
Yeah,
it.
I get that. No, I don't know. Same thing. Like, I never used to like SVD after 5 o'clock.
Me neither.
Because I feel like that last hour, everybody kind of just waiting for the tram.
Yeah,
True.
it's true.
And then it just dies down. But I was even telling, because when I had to for SVD, I was like, yeah, I was doing that. I was like, I haven't been to SVD literally in like years. That was the
Same.
first time in years. And I don't know, it's just not my. I also feel like the crowd very young now. Like, the whole new generation of St. Martin is there. If anybody watching this, like, oh, you're a new generation, but like
You really are. Like,
And
it's so weird to feel like this. You know, when I was
Imagine
even
how
saying
you
that
feel
makes me want to
because-
cringe. Like, you know what you say when I was.
Excuse me. I feel good. I don't got no kind of no feelings. I'm good.
I enjoy
Okay,
it,
but
guys.
I'm actually on the stage, so I see it from up there. But
Yeah.
But how are you
It's good
feeling
to
watching
listen.
that over the years?
True.
it has evolved, you know,
Yeah.
from where it was to where it is now. It's evolved, and yeah, either you gotta grow with the times or step aside. That's it.
I feel like what you say, the men are different.
Different.
The men are
nicer,
much more respectful.
now, because like before you could like you be dancing and then after a while you gotta turn back like who the heck is this? No, I could be pushing back like he gonna come, right? Like I hear doing the most work.
Sir, grab
Like,
this wine.
When
No, but
he
it's
teeth in the
true.
wine, they ain't come
But
with
it's
teeth for wine
scary,
no more. Like they
But
stand up
even the whole
watching.
touching thing, because I always used to have an SVD and used to make me so annoyed when you pass people, they gotta touch you.
Yeah, that
especially
too.
the men. Now,
Nobody
They
hands
don't
up,
even come
girl.
at all. I was
Nah.
surprised when somebody
Yeah.
come behind me.
honestly,
It was
they
very
get shy.
shocking.
I'm kind of confused that you guys sound like you're upset. You don't get.
no, because
rushed
now
anymore.
look, when we used to get touched, it was annoying.
You
but
wanted to get bum
no,
rushed.
but you
don't
go
wanna get bum
into
rushed.
the complete opposite side. You need a balance. Don't
Yeah.
touch me up disrespectfully.
Right,
But pull
right.
up on me.
Pull up, you
up
could have
on
been
me.
like
Just
you
watch
could
like
like
a creep.
dancing, and then it's like even if you be like hey, you know, like a one, and he could be like, I'd be like yeah,
Yeah.
like let me have a
When
little.
they inch closer,
And then you inch
you know,
backwards.
you inch a little bit, and
You
if I
inch
know I
backwards.
wanna dance with you, I inch away.
Exactly.
Like,
and if I
you
inching
see
back
that?
and you inching forward and we get the connection, that's our
but
moment.
that
So you
happened
guys
on
missed
top.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It don't
so
happen
fellas
on top
out there.
anymore.
At all.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I
get
want
on
to
this.
dance by myself or dance on women.
Exactly.
Yo.
But I ain't been to St. Martin Carnival last year, and I was like, oh, people are really dancing here. Okay. Like
We're not
man
used to it.
I wasn't used to it.
No.
Like I like that.
But even with London, we
Yeah,
said that when we
Dude,
went
London
London,
is
man,
a-
them don't play. But
they
the man, them
don't
they're
play.
disrespectful though. I feel like they would also be the guys to touch you still. Like I feel like they still on that side of like
kind of
the-
grabbing.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. But
Okay.
it's still there, and I think that's why you get approached so much
see,
because
you
they don't
aggression?
care.
You like aggression?
No,
No.
give me a balance. Sometimes.
Just
When
a
it's
respectful
necessary.
wine. It's a respectful wine.
Yeah.
Just approach. Like it's about approaching. You can approach respectfully.
Yeah.
There's a way to approach.
Okay.
But
And
you
don't be
just not
aggressive,
approach
be-
at all.
Be
This is
hungry.
assertive.
No, don't be hungry.
No,
But
there's
like
a
how you
gentleman
say,
way to do
approach.
it. There's a gentleman way to go about it.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. But like,
Yeah.
I literally went now. The first couple SVDs when I first moved here,
Yeah.
I could count the dudes I dance with.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then no, I could literally tell you I dance with zero.
You ain't a catch.
Unless it's somebody
No,
that
it's
I was a friend there.
Yeah.
Like if you end up
These
meeting up
man
a
them sitting
friend
on the
and you
bench.
know,
But look. About
Yeah.
the way you guys are making this sound, it sounds like the fellas of this generation is way softer.
they're timid.
They
They Drake.
So guys, wow, again, Drake just not working
He
out.
just
we
catches
just
all
out
these
here killing
strays.
all of them.
Yeah. He just catching all these strays.
Ooh. No, but it's true though. But I find it is true.
Hashtag they Drake.
They are.
Damn.
And I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if it comes from because you even had it where the girls would film themselves in the gym and you know they would come for the men who look at them in the gym. So now men don't want to look at girls in the gym. So I don't know if it comes from that case of like girls speaking on how men approach them and how we feel unsafe. Now men don't know how to approach us. And it's just that level of like, I feel like if you know your intentions ain't ill, like
just come.
Just come.
But then to me, it's like I just think they just don't have the audacity. They have so much audacity, except for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
yeah,
men
because
have
their
so
ego
much
gonna get hit
audacity.
if
That
they...
too. I think their fear of rejection is higher than
Yeah.
the ones in the past.
But
Because
it
it's like they would
stupid
come
fragile
in.
now.
If you back in the day, a guy come and try to dance to you, and you look back and you like, nah, fam, this ain't it. The man would be like, okay, move
On
on
to
to
the
the next
next.
one.
Yeah.
On
The
to
boy
the
now,
next.
you swear you mess his whole ego up. He
The
was like,
next
oh my god,
one.
like I can't approach no girl again.
No, but it's true. But
Anxiety, like that's why I feel the younger
Yeah,
ones is they
their
like
fear
shit.
of
She shot me
rejection.
down.
yeah.
Like damn, like
Yeah.
I
But
really
it's like, how you gonna get somewhere, sir?
No,
you
I
need to
don't
get rejected. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Yo,
You gonna get rejected. If you
ain't
get
gonna lie.
rejected, you keep it moving.
that part.
I feel like you guys are just pretty much saying the guys up today are like soft.
That's
Yeah,
what we said.
but basically the man yesterday still there. What happened to them?
They soft
They
too.
really-
They get the contagion from the guys of today.
That
How's
some of them
how's
locked
about
down
you
with
say?
women in
How's about
one.
you say? How's about you say they have evolved? They've grown up. It's no longer a bum rush attack type situation. It's more.
Nothing.
I'm gonna stay on the side and understand what's going on first.
Observe.
like
How
there's
long
a
that
level
mean?
of growing
you
up
coming
and
in
there's
at
not
11
even
o'clock
trying.
observing. Why by 5 o'clock you still observing though?
Exactly.
Or maybe I'm not there at all because what's coming to a party today is not like what was in the party yesterday.
That's true.
I hear
That could be also it.
But I there, so that's a lie. Like, get it together.
Wow.
Sorry, no, because at the end of the day, it's a level of like you have some proper
Right.
people at parties, and if you feel a vibe. You know how many man you could tell they feel a vibe, but they just staring, they don't come
They
to you.
staring.
It's just
Right
that level.
now,
Yeah, but
that's
that's
their
staring
own
is
thing.
You could have
creepy too
been
now.
a shit runner, and then you learn how to get better. And now it's like you could be out there putting your skills to the test, or but you're just sitting on the bench. And I feel like that's what man them do.
Literally water boys.
They just water boys. They cleaning the track.
Snap you. Like that's it. It's honestly just a waste at this point.
Hey, fellas,
Yeah, why are you here?
get it together, guys.
No, I literally looking around and I'm telling you, I mostly dance with women. I was standing there. A lot of girls would push up and be like we vibing. So now I dance with friends, strangers, no matter
Same.
what, all women, and it's so weird.
to bend down my friends.
So
Just to say like this is my song.
Also bending them down because we talk too. So it's like hi guys.
Exactly.
So you guys are now pretty much bending the girls down.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we getting what we gotta give each other what we want.
What
Yeah,
a
cool.
reaction.
We ain't getting it
Exactly.
from them.
Literally, I gotta now do the chucking and everything.
And the
because-
crazy thing is inside and outside of the club. That's a whole lot of conversation. But I feel like girls really showing up for each other these days.
this is what
the guys,
empowerment.
them sitting on the bench, still
Empowerment.
getting the water.
You guys want to talk about that?
I think we let it out exactly what we.
You got it out?
We need
Yeah.
You guys good now?
It's just the
Yeah.
guys who go SVD, like, don't be afraid to
approach.
You know,
approach.
again, it's respectful ways. Again, if I look back and I give you the little inch back, what you think I'm looking at
What
you
you
now for?
think?
I'm trying to be
No,
respectful.
Yeah, okay, but
there's
Respectful is
respectful
not
and there's
approaching
honestly, thank you.
at
Ma-
all.
Maybe you
So,
got
I'm asking.
the shit face. Maybe you give me
nah.
that like
Oh, but that's
No,
my
not
default,
all
man.
women. Not all women. I know guys who they are literally you gone SVD and you gone home and you get no ass to grind on. Like you
Yeah.
what you came for.
Facts.
When you come to stand up and you ain't even enjoying
A
music.
lot.
All
Maybe I
you do is
enjoy the
staring.
music.
You know, they're staring
maybe
around
I
all
enjoy
night.
bedroom.
maybe I enjoy wow.
Yo,
You know
put
what
in
it
your
is?
Put
AirPods.
it pause on your way to SVD then, and
Put a playlist.
I told
you.
No.
You out there in the castle looking down.
exactly
That too.
But
Yeah.
speaking of that,
I
though,
don't.
because you do like host events.
I do I host events. I host events as well. I also organize events, by the way. Yeah. I DJ as well, by the way. Host, DJ.
What is the one? What event you like host the most?
Depends, man.
What was the last event you host?
My own event.
Okay.
Lust, by the way. Hello event. So, make sure you guys check that out. The shameless plug is coming.
I was almost a Latin girl.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out Hello Events, definitely. SVD, I host a couple of SVD events. What else?
You
Wait,
feel
I
like
got a
it's hard to
question,
do
though.
those things up here.
Question.
But it's with regards to kind of what we talk about. Have you seen the dynamic change?
I
with
have.
regards to SVD in terms of like
On
From
stage,
on stage.
From
looking
on
down.
stage, I do get a wide view, and I do indeed see now, the ratio to man to woman is more woman to woman than man to woman. Don't know why, because a lot of the guys will be. That's why sometimes I just be in the mic saying, "Yo, go look up on boom."
go look up.
Go look up.
They ain't listening.
Find some people
friend.
dance.
They're not hearing you.
Stand up.
They literally.
Sometimes they do, because sometimes I literally call the person name out if I see a specific person I know. I just put them on the spot like that. Yo,
As you should.
go. Instead of standing up and
Go
staring,
get them.
go
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I would say, this girl there want to dance with that guy. Make it happen.
Oh, so you like Cupid?
Sometimes. Sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't. But
Yeah.
I mean, thanks.
Yeah.
I understand what
We
you
should
what
go
you're
up in
trying
the
to
front
say.
next
I
time.
never get a.
Then he gonna see
It's
us.
too hot in front. Sorry.
Not only that, the crowd in the
So-
front. Listen, they got a recent picture from SVD that if you zoom in, which like I have some Instagram stalkers. There's one of my friends. literally screenshot it, sent it to me. She was like, look you there. I was like, girl, you had to like zoom.
Yes,
Apparently
zoom,
it was
zoom.
a time when they do that whole hurricane crap that they do. And every time they do it, I literally inch. This is my face.
But then I have a question because when you go to a club, where do you go? Like some people come
Back
and they
left.
go
In the back.
straight into the front, in the back with a
Back
space
left,
like a
either
breathe.
back or middle.
Yeah.
That's me. And if
Yeah.
the crowd get too much in the middle, I inch forward. backwards.
Exactly. But if it's a concert, I in the front.
Yeah.
I try my best
For
to
sure.
do that.
Yeah.
But
I need
back,
space.
I like the
Yeah.
back. It got and in a corner. Okay, so you know how like Melkweg, they have the back goes in, like you have the bar, but then you have a part where it's like almost a box going in.
Mm-hmm.
I like those boxes.
Same.
Okay, I get that.
Then you got more room to like, this is my song I can while out.
Yeah.
And then if it's like, okay, we just here as a group,
You
it's
step up.
cool. Yeah,
Exactly. But I
I
don't
get
need to
that.
be out front.
No, I
I don't
get
need to be
that. No.
seen.
You don't like to be seen.
You know? I don't like
no,
to be
but
pushed,
also the
But then,
squished.
how you gonna expect somebody to come dance with you?
Did it be
No,
there?
they
be
see
in
me,
the
they
back.
see me,
Did
they
it be
see me.
there?
because they're in the front.
They see me.
They be there. They be there.
They're there. everywhere.
Don't. I love how you trying to kind of, but
I'm
they
just-
see
But
us.
No, they there.
no.
But you don't like when you, because you're a man, you speak to your man, them, you don't feel there's a shift in like man not approaching women.
Listen, all around, and this ain't just club scene. I think this is in general.
Yeah.
Work on the work floor in your day-to-day 9 to 5. Right now, you women are definitely doing a lot of bigger things than us men.
Because you did say you like working with women more. Why?
Let's get into it.
Why?
Right. So, to me, working with a woman is a lot easier to snap, understand the situation or scenario, what's it about. I think working with a woman is, you guys have a quicker understanding of, I don't have to literally break it down 100 times to say, okay,
Yeah.
XYZ. I could say it maybe twice and you get it.
We get it.
Context clues and things.
So,
you know
to say that I don't specifically like to work with men with the show, because all of my shows that I do on the radio is literally mostly women, and then the last show is Afro Luscious, it's also men. It goes a lot easier with women.
So now you understand our plight when we try to explain to you. Talking to a man is a little difficult sometimes because you, like you say, they had to understand things. So you can imagine when we think we break down something pretty easy, and they'll be like, and he there like,
And we draw a whole picture and everything.
No.
but that what you just said?
I said it, but I'm gonna ask you, because you work with me.
Yeah.
Is it difficult?
No, it's not difficult. But I also
There's a pause.
no. There was a pause because I don't feel like I'm not leading you in anything.
No, you're not.
I'm the submissive in this situation of our
Facts,
show dynamic.
facts.
So therefore, you're the one that's feeding me the information for me to understand. It's not me giving it to you for you
But-
to say, oh, I think you have a harder time to catch on.
Exact. Makes sense.
Correct. So now on the receiving end, how do you receive it?
Oh, but I'm pretty fine with following your lead because I think you're a really good leader. But you see, the thing is, not all men are good leaders, or not all men perceived, or they think they can, but they want to be the leader, but then don't know how to lead, or they expect you to still
Yeah.
lead, but then they have the head of they almost like if you're in a job. The person got a title manager, but then they want you to do all the stuff that managerial
Exactly.
stuff.
That's the man them these days.
Yeah, so think of it like that. It's like, oh, I still gotta do
Well,
all of
time over
this,
here, man.
but you gonna be the leader and the head of the household, but you ain't doing nothing but you ain't heading of the household. Like,
Not at
sir,
all.
like what's happening? And in our dynamic of the radio show, you are the head of the household and you lead me, and I'm submissive and gladly follow
that.
your lead.
Okay.
Because I'm learning, and even if I already knew it, I feel like I'm comfortable with how with your direction.
Correct.
This is beautiful.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and
it.
I
That's a
would,
good
and I think as
example.
in a relationship, even with men, if you have that, I'm comfortable with how the direction you're going with, we both agree, it'd be easy to submit. And I think men always have that as a problem. You don't understand. Women do want to submit. You
We just, what are we
We
submitting?
do.
what do we submitting to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit.
And then in other words, I gotta take the lead. Now, 'cause, like, at the end of the day, I gotta
I
lead my
haven't
lead.
Exactly. And I'll
Is it-
lead my way
are
out
you-
to
are
your
you
life,
good?
'cause I ain't
That's
lead-
true.
Yeah,
That too.
exactly.
But
Nah.
we work well because of that. And again, I always told you, I play my position. I know my role, you know.
And now,
Wait.
okay. Now again, would you be saying that not every single person or co-host that I've had understand it like that? It's because, again, some come in and they want to take the role but don't understand the role. of the situation.
But do you feel it's your job to explain the role, or they should just?
If I feel it is my job to explain the role, because I, in my mind, know exactly what I want in the show. I know what I want the show to portray itself as, and I know for those of you that are in the car or listening at home or wherever you at, I know how I want you to feel, and that's what I try to say. Hey, this is how I want it to go because of, and I try also to break it down from beforehand or after. If something didn't go the way it needed to go, instead of bitching about it right then and there, I correct it after. Or I try to say, hey, from beforehand, look, it need to go in this so that when it comes out to whoever's listening, they understand it this way.
You see, but also what you do, you also very much of an observer, and you
Yes.
also know, and you can tell, like by observing, what is someone's strength. So even though you are, like I said, the leader in our dynamic, but there are moments where you let me lead certain things. You be like, hey, I want you to do this. And that's
Yeah,
your
because I
There's
segment.
a balance that makes
Yes.
sense.
So then you like, okay, I know where your strength is with this. I know where my weakness is with this. I'm going to let you do that.
yeah.
And that's also something that in any type of form of relationship, again, you know, or hey, I know my strengths and my weakness. I reflect. And then you say, hey, you know what? Babe, you take that.
I'm also
That's
and
on you.
I'm also a very flexible person. You know, if I don't know if you understood this about me yet, but I kind of go with your dynamic. If you do team too much, and I don't want it to be a conflict, I will allow you to think that it's going team too much in your direction, but that's really not what's going to happen. Like I say, in the end of it, I'll come back and I'll tell you, hey, this, that wasn't it. You know what I mean? I always try to keep my shit a buck. I always try to keep my shit 100.
Okay.
At
I feel
all
like it's
time.
very good for our work dynamic. this
Yeah.
time.
Right?
Honestly, though, but it's very healthy.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all should take notes,
Yeah.
especially like guys. I think even generally, and women, of course, in a sense of just any dynamic between a man and a woman, it's just our level of realizing as women we do want to be led, and I feel like we always put on this front of like, oh no, we got it, we could do it, but it's just our level of we also don't want to be let down. So just know that that's where that comes from. But just having this where it's like, you don't have the pressure of having to lead in everything.
No.
You don't have to lead in everything. Realize, just like what you say, observe and realize where I may have strengths that, you know, I could kind of just thrive in, and let me do that. But for the rest, do your thing and be confident in doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of
I feel
men
like you
don't
just
have
had a
that.
breakthrough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And
I
stop
think like
being
you could apply that with everything, with anybody, even
Exactly.
with co-hosts and
Yeah.
females to females. It's the same thing. You literally lead on each other. And this way, there's no competition. There's no cattiness because, hey, I know my strengths. You know your strengths. We know we
Testosterone
good.
is also a big
And
thing.
that's
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
What you saying?
Testosterone is also a big thing. If you
Yeah.
put two cocks in a thing, pause. Two cocks
No
in
Diddy.
no Diddy, right? in a cage, you're gonna get that situation if you put a cock in a hen. You're gonna get a chemistry eventually.
You can get eggs.
Because the
Yeah.
one gonna try to eggs. Because the one gonna try to understand the two.
And two
And
hands.
from there, you get the
Two
three.
hands can also be an issue, but two hands can work together. It kind of
Exactly.
depends.
Exactly.
It depends.
No, and that also is another thing, because sometimes I sit back and I look on the Friday show, because it's also a group of girls only. Sometimes I let them go, and it could turn into a whole big shit show, because there's a lot of nay but
They just pecking at each other.
That, and then you kind of talking over on each other too.
yeah,
Yeah, and nobody's listening at some point.
No.
and that's it.
That you prove a point. Oh, I want to get my point
You
out.
waiting for your turn to speak
Yeah, but
Yeah.
listening to respond rather than listening.
Yes,
and comprehending.
and that's also what I feel today is the problem with a lot of relationships, situationships,
No relationship.
sinking ships.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might borrow that. By the way.
Yeah, I said it one
Thank
time and I kept it. I think I'm gonna put it on a shirt.
Right? You should. You should
Yeah.
definitely put on a shirt.
We should end with the game.
Oh,
We have
so
one more
we have
game.
another game.
Yeah.
But I had a reggae song, but I don't know if are you onto reggae like that.
Depends.
Shoot, but now I tell you the genre, so I give you a clue. Well, so the game is basically we have to find a song.
We could look for the lyrics.
You have to look for the
Oh, I thought
lyrics.
that's
You
it.
gotta say it
Awesome.
word for word. You can't
Okay.
pull it out. Well, you can if you know the song word for word, but you have to say the song in a way that we won't get it, and we have to guess what song it is. So you just speak the lyrics.
Oh, and you have to be a reggae song.
No.
No,
It
it could be
song.
any song. Just hopefully a song we all know.
Okay. I got one.
Think.
Okay.
I have one. I just use it in my daily life. So.
But you know the lyrics out your head like that?
Okay.
Gotta say it all the time.
Okay. Well, you could go first then.
Okay. So this is something I just tell my brother, my spouse, and sometimes my child. So don't judge me.
Okay.
Deliver
So
it.
the lyric is, who the fuck you think you fucking with? I's a fucking boss.
No, keep going, girl.
Who the
That's-
fuck you think you fucking with? I'm a fucking boss. Ross.
That.
Ross.
That's like that's the first line I ever heard from Rick Ross.
Wow.
Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm a fuck. I thought it was the hottest thing he ever said.
And you didn't say that to your family.
So
All of that.
you say this to your kid.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Because
fucking
sometimes
I'm a fucking boss. Let's get out there.
sometimes my daughter is a teenager now. She just freshly turned a teenager. Fresh. And sis now has become a teenager.
I like that. I love that.
And
Like,
I never had any
classroom.
problems with my kid before, and now that she's a teenager, she is a little different now, a little
little
testy
brouillard.
every now and
Yeah.
then, like a little defensive.
Yeah.
And then when she gets there, when she like, okay, kids have to test you and see how far they could get.
Yeah.
And when sis gets there, then is when the line comes in.
Wow.
And it's like, hey, just so we clear, who you think you're fucking
You
with?
should put on
I
like a
like that.
plaque.
Oh.
Put it on your room, though.
Right? I
Or
say
make a
quite
t-shirt for you,
often.
yeah.
Like sometimes literally in the middle of conversation, I would even tell my wife that too.
Yeah.
Because if she stand up and if she says something, she'd be like, you didn't do this and this. I'm like, wait a minute.
Who the fuck you think you fucking with?
I's a fucking boss.
I
Like,
love
say the
that.
line all the time. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I's a fucking boss.
Oh my
Favorite
God.
line from Rick Ross ever.
I love it. Here, you got one?
I was trying to
I
type
feel like
it.
you see mine.
No, I see it.
You sure?
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good
dude,
like
you
that.
go, you
I'm
go, you
actually
Okay.
I actually stopped to think of one right now. I got so many songs in my head running.
Yeah, I got a lot too,
Are you
but that
ready?
was the first one.
Okay. So, if you're looking for me in a reggae party, you there?
Cali Buds.
Fuck.
But damn! And Sissy didn't even finish the lyrics.
I feel like he see my song.
I didn't.
No, but that's a big tune though. Are you on try guess it still? In the corner.
With my marijuana.
Me have drinking on my left hand.
Okay, yeah. I know, no.
Right hand have a
Smoking
split
my
of
bag of
marijuana.
booze.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, you know the song?
Yeah.
I don't know the name. I bad with names, but I know the song you're talking about.
Same. I with her on this one.
Okay. It
What
was
the
an
name?
easy song. Well, love and reggae.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
If I start with
Right?
that line, are you gonna know?
I think it's my
exactly
favorite.
What song I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, you can start from like a verse that's not too popular.
I don't have my phone on me, so I can't pull out those lyrics. But
You can use mine. You ain't
Like, I
getting
got
out to
you.
this. There you go.
You got one?
Oh, I feel like these lyrics so iconic. Like you're gonna know these songs.
Is that iconic
Okay,
song?
yeah. And just try to deliver it differently. Like, if you like wine someone and you have show me the love unconditionally. And then
Sounds
maybe
like
believe that we
Egyptian, but-
alone. Just take the problems and leave them behind and don't let it show,
Oh my
Go,
god.
baby, go, baby, go.
That's
that's
just
Egyptian. I just said it. That's Egyptian.
That's not Egyptian.
Wait.
Can you say it again?
One more time.
How are we gonna deliver it the same?
Same
you
way.
know, like when you wine someone and you show me the love, unconditionally.
Jackie.
Jackie O.
No, and then you make me believe that like we were alone, just you and me.
I
and
relate.
then, like, if you take the problems and leave them behind and you don't let it show, go baby, go baby, go.
Go, baby.
It's there, but you
That's
ain't got
a
you
reggae- that's a
know.
reggae song.
Is
It's a
the
reggae
you
song.
know part of the lyrics?
Yeah, I know.
What? Like that don't tell us it was it's the you know part of the lyrics.
Huh?
The you
You
know.
keep saying you
No,
know.
are you trying
You
to
can't
deliver
say
it
it.
differently?
Yeah, but
But then no, you can add your own ad libs.
Can you go further than
Do
the
it
go,
again
baby,
without
go,
your
go,
own
baby, go?
ad-libs.
Okay, but then how I gonna do this? Okay,
Go, baby, go after what?
when wine some more and then okay, wine
What?
some
Oh,
more.
I know what it is. Bears Hammond.
Yes.
Bears Hammond.
Oh, Oh, jeez.
That's my song.
Show me some love.
That's my
She
tune.
killed it there with that. You know. She was like, I was like, where is this going?
But you know it was caught blocking me.
Yeah, I was like, if I say this how it's supposed to, you're going to know.
Nah, but that was
Nah.
my head was hurting.
Yeah,
because
same.
it was there.
That's good.
I go
Okay.
get an easy one just to see if you won't get it straight off the bat. Let's get together and be all right.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Hey, well,
Bob
looks
Marley.
like she had an issue with it.
I did a little bit. I have to pretend like I'm, you know, in it.
Open it.
All right, so since y'all said it so easy, I'll make it a bit harder.
Okay.
Go ahead, and I'll get.
Oh,
Okay,
this is a
Toni,
thing now.
looking
Okay,
out
let's
for
go,
her
people.
so her
Guns
new
out.
Song. No, I go on come with a different song. You have another song? Or that
No,
was it?
but I need to think of another one because that other one was too easy for y'all.
It was easy. I would, but at the same time, let me see.
I got one.
Okay, I got one. Okay, so I gonna punch your lights out. Get the fuck back. Guard your grill. There's something wrong. We
Ludacris.
can't stand still.
Stand up.
No, it ain't stand up. But
It's Luda. It's Luda.
What song is it?
Oh.
Move it. Here we go. I'm about to punch your lights out.
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck back.
Oh my god.
Guard your grill. There's something wrong.
This
We
game
can't
is,
stand
is
still.
That's crazy.
wild now.
I just use that song in my daily life too.
That's so aggressive.
When I driving.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite one
get
is
road
I
rage?
doing 50 on the highway. If you do the speed limit, get the out of my way.
I hear you.
That's my favorite line from that song. But if I say, I think he would have guessed even quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl. It's me in your world. Believe me.
I know it, but say it one more time.
Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl. It's me in your world. Believe me. Nothing makes a man feel better than a woman. Queen
Oh, I feel like that one.
with a crown that I'll be down for whatever.
Oh, you lost me,
It's
right?
reggae.
No.
No.
Nah,
Hip-hop.
this,
Okay.
It's hip hop. It's hip hop.
You said you wanted it hard. I made it hard.
nah, this you made. I don't know. 'Cause I don't even think I
Say
probably.
it again,
know.
Shawty.
I'm a boss when we're together. That song?
Nah.
Say the
Son of
first
that
line
one.
again.
Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me.
That's 50 Cent?
For real, girl.
No. It was
I'll
it?
be in your world. Believe me.
I think like Omarion or Mario, one of them.
I was thinking that.
So
but
I
you
took
say
it way
hip-hop.
back. Mary J. Blige.
It's
Method Man.
it was yes, that one.
That's
The-
my anthem.
You're all I need to get by.
Yeah.
I ain't know.
You know that song? You're all I
You took it
need
too back.
to get by.
You took it too back.
Too far, too
Yeah,
far.
but
Gone too far.
97, baby. I mean, I know them songs, but not that one. I feel like I know the old school reggae and R&B, but hip hop, I don't.
That one is a bit unless you take one of those typical lines from like a Tupac song or Biggie song,
Yeah.
then it's like a bit more.
I ain't got no more. If I do, I feel like my song's too easy.
We could do this all day.
No,
could
I
actually.
can
Yeah,
just
so
stop
you gonna
right
win.
here unless you want to do another one.
Nah, we good.
We good. Nah,
I don't
man.
need to Gucci.
We
I don't
Gucci.
need to keep showing people how Soca is
But
in this game.
thank you guys. This was such a lovely conversation. I feel
It
like we talk
was.
about so much things.
It really was.
Yeah.
Like even y'all little conversations, Haiti and I were just back and
Like,
forth.
for listening to how you.
But did you guys enjoy it?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. Did you?
Definitely, man. I just want to say though, before we go, I think it's only right that I take the time to give you guys your flowers, man. 'Cause
You
you,
literally did.
you guys are
You're such a
actually
gentleman. Huh?
Yeah.
you guys are actually doing a pretty dope thing, man. And
Thank you so much.
you guys should keep it up. On one of the
Agree.
episodes, you spoke about consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency is a great thing. You definitely should not stop what you're doing. Keep it
Thank
going.
you.
We won.
Agreed.
And you guys too. We got come on. Are you sure next?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
I'm
And-
excited for
yeah.
that.
If another 30-year episodes
This is the
come and you
dirty
wanna
30, man.
if you wanna do another
That's
30
it,
and it be
okay.
like, hey guys, we want you guys back.
Part two.
This is the dirty 30.
We definitely
Yeah.
come
Don't
back.
forget to like, subscribe, and
Don't forget to like, comment, big up Richy Stylez for that.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe,
Definitely.
and share, and comment, and
hit that
interact.
smash button, man.
And go check out their radio
Yeah.
show.
The
Yes,
Morning
Galaxy
Marathon.
Radio.
Hit up what's the ads that they could follow?
Seeking Toni on Instagram. Seeking Toni on almost everything. So
at DJ Richy Stylez on Instagram, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, the whole shebang.
Everywhere.
Look out for I got a Soca mix dropping pretty soon too.
Ooh, Soca mix.
I got constantly hip hop mixes all over too. Every Friday I do a live power mix. So if you ever want to be some hip hop vibes / mix with Afro, check that out too.
If Drake and J.Cole ever respond, we're gonna have you back on the couch.
For real. That would be a great part too.
Yes.
Mark my words, it's coming.
I know it's coming. Yeah. So when?
I got the feeling we gonna come back and be like, I didn't expect that from Drake.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole other conversation.
But
I think so.
Wait,
I actually hope
I feel so.
I hope so. Because they're gonna make it fun. Because I want him to come back and be fun. I don't want it to be a whack comeback.
Exactly.
And I also think J. Cole gonna surprise the mess out of y'all.
Nah, he gonna
redeem himself, friend. Don't worry.
I know.
Call him up later. Baby, do your thing, please.
Exactly.
My man.
But yes, guys, thank you so much. And we gonna catch y'all bi-weekly on Tuesdays.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Bye.